Welcome to the Expensive Coins History channel, everyone, to another in-depth episode here on the Numismatic Masterpiece channel, where we explore the rich stories, hidden rarities, and current market trends of coins from around the world, one piece at a time. In today's episode, we're turning our attention to a very specific and often overlooked modern coin, the 2019 Lincoln 1-cent coin with no mint mark. On the surface, this penny may seem like just another everyday piece of pocket change. But as we'll uncover throughout this video, there is far more to this coin than meets the eye. We'll discuss its history, production background, design evolution, varieties, possible errors, and what collectors are willing to pay for it here in 2025. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to assess your own 2019 Lincoln cents, and whether any of these coins might be worth far more than a single cent. Let's dive deep into one of the most deceptively simple coins in your pocket, the 2019 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. The Lincoln cent is not just any coin. It is one of the most iconic and longest-running coin designs in American history. First introduced in 1909, this coin was created to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the birth of President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. It marked a significant change in American coinage, being the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. The original design featured Lincoln's bust on the obverse, created by renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, from 1909 to 1958, the coin displayed the famous wheat ears design. Then, in 1959, to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the wheat design was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial. This design remained until 2008, when the U.S. Mint began producing 4 special reverse designs in 2009 to celebrate Lincoln's bicentennial. Then, in 2010, a brand new reverse design was introduced, the Union Shield, which continues to this day. The 2019 Lincoln cent falls under the Shield cent era. It continues to feature Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Union Shield on the reverse, a symbolic design representing national unity. Now let's focus specifically on the 2019 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Coins without a mint mark are produced by the Philadelphia Mint. This mint is historically known for striking large quantities of circulating coinage. Unlike the Denver Mint, which uses a D mint mark, and the West Point Mint, which uses a W, coins from Philadelphia traditionally bear no mint mark at all when struck for general circulation. In 2019, the Philadelphia Mint struck over 3 billion Lincoln cents. That's right, billions of coins. This makes the 2019 no mint mark penny one of the most common coins produced in that year. Because of this high mintage, most of these coins are not considered rare in circulated condition. However, not all coins are created equal. Some 2019 Lincoln cents, despite their high production numbers, possess unique characteristics that make them valuable to collectors. On the obverse, you'll find a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln. The inscriptions on the obverse include, "In God We Trust," across the top, "Liberty," to the left of Lincoln's profile, and the year, 2019, to the right. Below the year is the space where a mint mark would normally appear. In this case, since the coin was struck in Philadelphia, there is no mint mark. On the reverse, the Union Shield design dominates the center. The shield features 13 vertical stripes representing the original colonies, bound together under a single horizontal bar symbolizing unity. At the top of the shield is the inscription E Pluribus Unum, and across the center, a banner reads, 1 cent. At the bottom, it simply says, United States of America. The overall theme of the coin is clear. It's about national unity, strength through cooperation, and enduring legacy. With billions of these coins in circulation, the majority of them are worth only face value. However, there are several categories that elevate a common penny into the world of collectible value. 1. Condition and grade. First and foremost, condition matters. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, ranging from poor, heavily circulated coins at the low end, to mint state coins at the high end. A coin in mint state, specifically grades like MS-65, MS-66, or MS-67, can command a much higher value due to its luster, strike quality, and lack of imperfections. Uncirculated 2019 Lincoln cents that have full red coloration and no signs of wear can be worth several dollars. The highest grade coins, those that are nearly perfect, can reach into the hundreds, especially if they are certified by a third-party grading service. 2. Rare errors and varieties beyond condition. Another factor that drives up value is the presence of mint errors or varieties. Here are a few error types that can make your 2019 penny far more valuable. Double die obverse, DDO. Some 2019 cents have noticeable doubling on the lettering, particularly in Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date. These double dies can significantly increase a coin's value depending on severity and visibility. Die cracks and die breaks. These occur when the die used to strike the coin becomes cracked or worn. This can result in raised lines or unusual patterns on the coin's surface. Though more subtle, these errors are still sought after by collectors. Struck-through errors. These happen when foreign material, such as grease or cloth, interferes during the striking process, leaving unusual impressions or areas of missing design on the coin. Off-center strikes. When the coin is not perfectly aligned in the press, the result is a coin that appears partially blank or misaligned. The greater the percentage of off-center strike, especially if the date is still visible, the more valuable the coin becomes. BAE errors. A very specific kind of die break where an extra vertical bar appears between the letters B and E in Liberty, making it look like it reads Liberty. These small errors are popular among Lincoln cent collectors. Collectors often pay premiums for these kinds of errors, particularly if they are dramatic or uncommon. Now let's talk about what this coin is actually worth today. In the year 2025. The average 2019 no mint mark Lincoln cent, in worn circulated condition, is still worth exactly 1 cent. There's no premium for common wear. However, the value changes when we consider condition and uniqueness. Here's a general breakdown of the 2025 market value for the 2019 no mint mark Lincoln cent, circulated condition. Common wear face value, 1 cent. Brilliant uncirculated, MS-60 to MS-64 between 25 cents and $2. Mint state 65 red, between $3 and $10. Mint state 67 red, between $25 and $100. Mint state 68 red, between $200 and $500. Possibly more if low population. Double die obverse. Clear and confirmed between $50 and over $1,000 depending on severity and grade. Major errors, struck through, off-center. Die breaks between $25 and several $100s depending on uniqueness and visual appeal. Keep in mind that certified coins graded by PCGS or NGC often bring higher prices due to authenticity and market trust. If you come across a 2019 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, the first thing to do is check its condition. If it's heavily worn, it's probably just a regular coin. But if it's shiny, has strong detail, and you see no signs of circulation wear, you may want to consider preserving it or having it graded. Next, check for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look closely at the lettering, date, and design details. If you suspect an error, Compare it to known varieties or consult with a coin dealer or grading service. If you believe you have something truly unique, and the coin is in excellent condition, submitting it for professional grading can help unlock its true value. For collectors, holding on to high-grade examples of modern coins can be a smart long-term move. As time passes, high-quality examples get rarer due to circulation damage and destruction. Coins that are common today could become valuable tomorrow, especially those with limited surviving populations in top condition. So, is the 2019 no mint mark Lincoln cent worth a lot of money? Most of them, no. But a few of them? Absolutely. The key lies in condition, rarity, and the presence of unique errors. As with any collectible, knowledge is power, and taking a closer look at your everyday change might just reveal a hidden treasure. Keep checking your change. Keep learning. And never underestimate the power of a penny. If you've ever stumbled upon a seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin with a 2019 date and a P mint mark, you might be wondering if it's worth holding on to. Could this common-looking nickel actually be worth more than 5 cents? Could it be part of a growing market trend in modern coin collecting? And if you happen to have one in pristine condition, what could it be worth today in 2025? We are going to explore the full history, background, features, and market value of the 2019 P. Jefferson nickel. We'll dive into its design, the story behind the Jefferson nickel series, why certain coins from this year can be worth far more than face value, and how you can evaluate your own coin to see if it could fetch a premium price. So, make sure to watch all the way to the end. Whether you're a serious numismatist or just getting into coin collecting, this is one coin you need to know about. Let's start by going back in time. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel which had been in circulation since 1913. The new design featured the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, on the obverse, and his Virginia estate, Monticello, on the reverse. Over the decades, the Jefferson nickel has gone through several design revisions, but it has remained a mainstay of American coinage. It's one of the longest-running coin series in the history of the United States. For many collectors, the Jefferson nickel is a favorite because of its accessibility, historical importance, and the opportunity it presents to build complete date and mint mark collections without breaking the bank. Even in modern times, the Jefferson nickel remains an important series for collectors. Each year brings new mintages and sometimes subtle variations that go unnoticed by the casual observer but are of great interest to serious numismatists. Fast forward to 2019. This was a year in which the United States Mint continued to strike Jefferson nickels for general circulation at its main facilities, including the Philadelphia Mint, which uses the P mint mark. The 2019 P. Jefferson nickel features the standard obverse design introduced in 2006, which is a forward-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. This design replaced the earlier profile view that had been used for decades. The updated obverse gives a more modern and lifelike depiction of Jefferson, while the reverse still showcases the classical image of Monticello, his historic home. The coin is made of a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, has a diameter of 21.21 millimeters, and weighs 5 grams. These specifications are standard for modern nickels and have remained consistent for many years. As for mintage, the Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of these coins. That means the coin is not rare in the traditional sense when we talk about mintage numbers. But rarity can come in many forms, and that's where things start to get interesting. Although the 2019 P. Jefferson nickel is not rare in terms of how many were made, it can still be valuable under certain conditions. The value of a modern coin like this depends on a few key factors. First, the condition of the coin. Coins that are still in brilliant uncirculated condition, especially those that have not been circulated at all and still retain their original mint luster, are always more desirable to collectors. The grading scale for coins ranges from poor all the way up to perfect mint state, with mint state 60 and above considered uncirculated. Within the uncirculated range, coins graded MS65, MS66, MS67, and even higher are increasingly scarce and carry greater value. These grades indicate sharp strike quality, clean surfaces, and excellent eye appeal. Second, collectors look for full steps on the Monticello building. The term full steps refers to the horizontal steps on the reverse side of the coin, located at the base of the Monticello building. On most coins, these steps appear worn, blurred, or partially struck. But on higher grade specimens, the steps are sharp and fully visible, with 5 or 6 full lines. Coins with full steps are significantly more valuable because they indicate a strong strike and excellent preservation. Some collectors will only add full steps examples to their collections, which increases competition for those coins. Third, market demand plays a role. While not every collector is focused on modern coins, a growing number of hobbyists are beginning to appreciate high-quality modern issues, especially in top grades. This is shifting the value curve for coins like the 2019 P nickel.so. What is a 2019 P Jefferson nickel actually worth in today's market, in the year 2025? If you have a circulated coin, one that has been used in everyday transactions, has visible wear, and lacks luster, then the coin is typically only worth its face value of 5 cents. You might be able to get a few cents over face if it's in very clean condition or part of a bulk lot, but not much more. If your coin is in uncirculated condition, meaning it has never been used and still retains full mint brilliance, then it could be worth between $1 and $3, depending on quality. These coins are often found in original rolls, mint sets, or sometimes even pulled from circulation shortly after release. Coins that have been graded and certified by a third-party grading service such as PCGS or NGC can command higher premiums. A 2019 P Jefferson nickel graded MS66 might sell for $10 to $20. A coin graded MS67 can easily exceed $30 or $40. And if the coin has full steps and is graded MS67 FS or higher, then the value could range from $50 to over $100, depending on the overall eye appeal and population in that grade. The very best examples, meaning coins graded MS68 or higher with full steps, are extremely rare and can command premium prices at auction or through private sales. These are the coins that seasoned collectors and registry set builders actively hunt for. If you've got a 2019 P nickel in hand, here's how to determine whether it's potentially valuable. Start by inspecting the coin under good lighting. Look for luster, that shiny, cartwheel-like effect when the coin is tilted under a light source. If the coin appears dull or has visible wear on high points like Jefferson's cheek or Monticello's dome, it is likely circulated and worth face value. Next, examine the reverse side. Focus on the steps at the base of Monticello. If you can clearly count 5 or 6 complete horizontal lines, then your coin may qualify as a full step specimen. These are much harder to find and can dramatically increase the value. Also, check for any unusual characteristics. Errors such as die cracks, double strikes, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws can also raise the value, though they are much rarer and need to be authenticated. Finally, compare your coin to images of known high-grade examples, or consider submitting it to a reputable grading service. Getting the coin professionally graded can confirm its value and make it easier to sell to collectors. In the long term, coins like the 2019 P. Jefferson nickel represent an interesting opportunity. While the mintage is high, truly exceptional examples are rare. As time goes on, more coins will be lost, damaged, or circulated, making high-grade survivors even more scarce. Additionally, the Jefferson nickel series continues to grow in popularity. More collectors are recognizing the value of completing modern date and mintmark sets in the highest possible grades. That drives demand for coins like the 2019 P nickel in mint state and full steps condition. This coin may not be a $1 million rarity, but it's an accessible piece with upside potential for those who take the time to look closely and understand the market. So there you have it, the 2019 P. Jefferson nickel. A coin that at first glance may seem ordinary, but in the right condition, can be a true gem in your collection. With strong demand for high-quality modern issues, a well-preserved 2019 P nickel can be worth far more than 5 cents, and even enter the realm of serious collector value when graded and certified. If you have one of these coins, take a moment to inspect it carefully. Look for full steps, check for luster, and consider the overall condition. You might just be holding on to a valuable coin without even realizing it. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below and let me know if you found any interesting nickels in your collection, or if you'd like me to cover another coin in a future video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting.